All right, today we're tackling a question that seems super simple on the surface, but the answer, well, it's actually pretty complex. It all comes down to the amazing chemistry that's happening inside our bodies, like right now.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You're laughing so hard you cry, or maybe you're watching a real tearjerker of a movie, or just chopping an onion, and you get that familiar, salty taste. It's something everyone's experienced, but have you ever really stopped and thought, why? Why salty?
Now, you'd probably think the whole story of tears starts and ends right here, in your eyes. But that's not really it at all. To get to the bottom of why tears are salty, we've got to zoom way out and look at the chemistry of our entire body.
So let's do it. Let's break this down. If we could, stick a single teardrop under a super powerful microscope, what would we even find in there? Okay, so take a look at this. It might actually surprise you to learn that a tear is almost all water. We're talking 98%. But that's just the beginning of the story, not the end.
Because the real magic, the stuff that makes tears, well, tears, it's all packed into that other 2%. Think of it like a tiny, complex cocktail. You've got oils in there to stop the tears from just evaporating off your eye. You've got proteins to help fight off infections. And, you guessed it, the key to our whole question, salts. Right, let's focus on that last ingredient, salt. Because once we understand the role salt plays in our bodies, the whole mystery of why our tears taste the way they do, it just clicks into place.
So when scientists talk about the salts in our body, they use a fancier word, electrolytes. And as you can see here, these are basically minerals that, when they're dissolved in water, like the water in our bodies, they carry a tiny electric charge.
And this is such a perfect way to think about it. Electrolytes are literally the power grid for your body. That little electric charge they carry, that's what lets your nerve cells fire off messages. It's absolutely crucial for, well, everything, from having a thought to making your muscles move to even keeping your heart beating. No electrolytes, no power.
So what this really means is that our bodies are essentially walking, talking bags of salt water. Seriously, all of our bodily fluids, from our blood to the liquid inside every single one of our cells, are just full of these salty electrolytes. So it makes sense, right? Tears are made from those fluids, so of course they're going to have that same salty signature.
Okay, but here's where it gets even cooler. It turns out not all tears are created equal. Our bodies actually produce different types of tears for different reasons, and their chemical recipe changes depending on what they're for. First up, you've got your reflex tears. Just think about the last time you were chopping onions or got a piece of dust in your eye. Those tears that just flood out, those are reflex tears. Their one and only job is to be an emergency flush, just washing out whatever's bothering your eye. And then you have emotional tears. These are the ones we all know, the ones that come from feeling something really strong. Sadness, sure, but also joy, frustration, even relief. And their job is way more complicated than just cleaning house. And this table just lays it all out perfectly. Look at the difference. Your reflex tears, they're simple, mostly water and electrolytes, designed to just give your eye a quick rinse. But emotional tears, wow, they're on another level. Studies have found they have a higher concentration of things like stress hormones and even natural painkillers. So this suggests they're not just for show, you know? They're part of this incredibly complex system for regulating our mood and even signaling to other people how we're feeling. They are chemically different because their job is completely different. All right, so let's tie all of this together. What's the big takeaway from all this? Here it is, the bottom line. Your tears are salty for one simple reason, because you are. The salt isn't some extra ingredient that gets added into your tears. It's already a fundamental part of the system that makes them. Your body runs on salt water, so your tears are salty. It's that simple. Every time you cry, you're basically releasing a tiny, visible sample of the exact same fluid that makes up about 60% of your body, the very fluid that's keeping you alive. Each salty little teardrop is like a window into that huge internal ocean that powers every thought, every single movement, every heartbeat. And that's really the big idea here, isn't it? The simple fact that a tear is salty tells this deep, profound story about our own biology. It really makes you wonder, what other incredible secrets about how we work are hiding right there, in plain sight, just waiting for us to ask the right questions?